Welcome to Wrestling with Snipes. Today we'll be looking back at AEW Dynamite for December 4th, 2024. Dynamite starts off with a Continental Classic tournament match as Shelton Benjamin goes one-on-one with Kyle Fletcher. The match starts off with a lockup, Benjamin backing Kyle into the corner. Benjamin then tosses Fletcher into the air, landing on his head. Fletcher then clotheslines Benjamin and they both tumble to the outside of the ring. Benjamin then kicks Fletcher in the head and tosses him into the steel steps. Then Benjamin runs at Fletcher, but Fletcher moves and Benjamin goes into the ring post head first. Then they get back in the ring and Fletcher hits a clothesline on Benjamin for a 2 count. Shelton then hits an enziguri and then hits 3, count them 3, German suplexes. Then Shelton hits a powerbomb for a 2 count. Then out of nowhere, Kyle Fletcher rolls up Shelton, uses the rope for leverage. 1, 2, 3, Kyle Fletcher picks up the dub in a Continental Classic. Then next, comes Hook and he says, Nick Wayne, I don't want to fight you in 2 weeks. I want to fight your father at Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. But Nick Wayne, I'll fight you tonight, so come on out. Then comes Christian and Mama Wayne, and from behind, Hook is jumped by Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne, who attack Hook. Hook fights them off and puts Wayne in the Taz mission, but Mother Wayne jumps up on the apron. He lets go of the Taz mission, and then Christian sneaks up from behind and off the distraction hits him with the steel case. They all beat down Hook and then grab a couple chairs. They place Hook's left arm on a chair, and Nick Wayne smashes the chair into Hook's arm. It looks like Hook may have a broken arm. Oh my. Where is Samoa Joe? Then we go to the back and we see Renee with the TBS champion Mercedes Mone. Mone says, Indianapolis, say hello to your CEO. Renee says, Camille was attacked last week after Dynamite went off the air by someone. Do you care to comment? Mone says, I told you never to mention her name around me ever again. I don't care about Camille. She doesn't work for me anymore. I'm not liable for her. But you know what, Renee? Anna Jay sticking her nose in my business is my concern. So I'll be watching her match tonight against Penelope Ford very closely. And just remember, there is a price to pay when you mess with Mone. Then we see Adam Cole, baby, come out as he is the last participant to enter the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal. The bell rings and the battle begins. Davis gets eliminated by Cage and Archer by double clothesline. O'Reilly then tosses Leo Rush out of the ring. Then we see Archer choke slam Romero off Cage's shoulder to the outside on top of the crew. Adam Cole then eliminates the Butcher, but no sight of the Blade. Then we are down to the final 4, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Brian Cage, and Lance Archer. Cole kicks Cage onto his thigh on the apron. Cole then slips back in the ring. Adam Cole super kicks Brian Cage as O'Reilly hits a drop kick on Lance Archer, knocking both men off the apron onto the outside. So next week, it will be Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly, and the winner faces MJF at World's End. The next match was Swerve Strickland one-on-one with Max Caster. Swerve boots Caster before the bell rings and throws him into the barricade. Then they get into the ring and Swerve hits a German suplex. Caster then squeaks by and hits a missile dropkick, but Swerve lands on his feet and hits Caster with a house kick. Then he hits him with a second house kick and then a third. 1, 2, 3, Swerve Strickland picks up the dub in a very quick one-sided contest. Then after the match, Swerve hits a Swerve Stomp and says, Bobby, we aren't done. The next contest was a Continental Classic match with Jay White one-on-one with Pac. White throws Pac and Pac slides to the outside. Then they get back in the ring and Jay goes for a switchblade, but Pac escapes back to the outside. He pushes Wheeler Yuta for no reason. Then White lifts up Pac and drops him on the apron. Yuta pulls White off the apron and hits him with a clothesline. Pac then throws White into the barricade. Then we come back from commercial break and we see Jay White hit a half and half suplex in the ring. Then out of nowhere, Pac locks in the brutalizer, but White gets to the ropes to break the hold. Yuta then pulls White out to the outside and hits a big running knee. These refs are blind. Yuta then tosses White back into the ring and Pac picks up Jay and Jay hits the switchblade. 1, 2, 3, Jay White picks up the dub. Then after the match, Jay hits the switchblade on Yuta. Then out of nowhere, Mox comes out and he attacks White from behind. He hits Jay with the paradigm shift. Then Mox leaves and out of nowhere, here comes Adam Hangman Page. As Page and Mox are having a standoff, a guy in a hoodie attacks Mox from behind, choking him with a wire. The hood comes down and it's Orange Cassidy. Hangman then attacks Mox and Yuta and Pac then attack Page from behind. Then Cassidy enters the ring and hits a Superman punch on Yuta, a Superman punch on Pac. Then White hits Mox with a switchblade, and Hangman hits a buckshot lariat on Max. Jay White, Orange Cassidy, and Hangman Adam Page stand tall. Then the next contest is a one-on-one match with Anna Jay against Penelope Ford. Jay pushes Ford down on her ass, then Ford drops double knees on Anna Jay, then Ford throws Anna Jay into the steel steps. We come back from commercial break and we see Penelope attempting a moonsault, but Anna moves and Penelope eats the mat. Jay then hits a drop kick. Then Anna Jay hits her finisher, apparently doesn't have a name. 1, 2, 3, Anna Jay picks up the victory. Then Anna grabs a mic and calls out Mercedes Mone. And then out comes the TBS champion, Mercedes Mone. Mone says, if Chris Statlander couldn't take this title away from me, what makes you think you can do it? If you want a shot at this title, you can come back in 10 years when you've actually done something in this business. Oh my. Anna says like this and she slaps the hell out of Mone. Mone leaves the ring and as she's leaving she says, we'll do this on my time. Then on the screen it pops up in 2 weeks. Anna Jay will challenge Mercedes Mone for the TBS championship. Then we see Renee in the back with Mariah May talking about the title match next week against Mina. Then Mina shows up with a champagne bottle and hands it to May and says, do it to my face. Then Mina walks away. Then it was time for the main event of the evening, which is also a Continental Classic match with Brody King one-on-one with Claudio Castagnoli. They lock up to begin and Claudio turns it into a headlock. Claudio then hits an uppercut, but then Brody hits a Death Valley driver. Next thing you know, Claudio then hits a Death Valley driver for a 2 count. Then King splashes Claudio in the corner and hits a running cannonball. 1, 2, Claudio kicks out. Brody then hits a superplex from the top rope. Brody then hits a pile driver, oh my, Randy Orton style. Claudio kicks out of the pile driver at 2. Claudio then hits a low blow blocking the ref's view. Claudio hits the neutralizer, 1, 2, 3. Claudio picks up the victory to close the show. Dynamite!